Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is your social studies teacher. Today we have Unit 5 Chapter 16 Section 2 page 476 to 481. Our topic is Conquest and Colonies. Here we have some lesson objectives. Number 1. Spain builds an empire. Number 2. Spain in the Caribbean. Number 3. Life in the Spanish Empire. Number 4. New France. And number 5. The English colonies. Here we have first objective of the lesson, that is Spain builds an empire. After European explorer reached the Americas, countries began struggle to establish colonies and empires in the lands they had found. The first country to successfully settle in the Americas was Spain, which eventually conquered the two greatest native empires of the Americas, the Aztecs and Incas. Spain in the Caribbean. The first areas settled by Spanish were Caribbean islands such as Hispaniola and Cuba. The Spanish still hoped to make his discovery profitable by introducing the encomienda system to the Caribbean. Encomienda was a Spanish labor system that rewarded conquerors with the labor of particular groups of subject people. In the encomienda system, a colonist was given a certain amount of land and a number of Native Americans to work the land for him. In exchange, the colonist was required to teach the native workers about Christianity. Here we have life in the Spanish Empire. With the conquest of Mexico and Peru, Spain gained control of a huge empire in the Americas. To govern his American holdings, the Spanish king chose officials called viceroys, each of whom ruled a large area in the king's name. The Spanish colonial economy was based largely on the mining of gold, silver, and farming. French, Dutch, and English colonies in the Americas. As a silver and gold from Spain's and Portugal's American colonies began to circulate throughout Europe, other European countries paid close attention. Leaders in France, England, and the Netherlands, they decided that they needed to establish colonies in the Americas. New France. France explorers had established several colonies in an area known as New France or Canada. The French hoped that this colony would be a rich source of gold and silver as the Spanish lands the south. You can see here we have some maps, okay, and these maps are showing different empire lands. For example, this area is showing British lands, and this area is showing French lands, and this area is showing Spanish lands. There is another map. You can see different areas has different colors, so you can get the ideas easily from the map. Here we have the Dutch of New Netherland. Like the French, the Dutch colonists who came to North America they were mostly interested in trade. The only large Dutch colony in North America was New Netherland, that was located in the Hudson River Valley. The English colonies. The English set out to establish colonies in America. The first English colony was established at Jamestown, Virginia, in 1607. The settlers of Jamestown, they hoped to find gold and silver and possibly a river route to the Pacific. Instead, they found marshy ground and impure water. Some 80% of the settlers of Jamestown, they died during their first winter in America. Hope all these points you got. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.